Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KK's Lunatic Fringe.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's good to be back. It's good to have all my friends back hanging out with me on a Saturday night. We took 2 weeks off, and we're back, we're ready to go. I went through a little bit of withdrawal, and I did a secret show on New Year's Eve. Actually, it was a very monumental and landmark episode, because it was an unscheduled show done at 2 in the morning. So there's, I think, only ever like 8 people figured out that it was on. But Keith was here with me, and we called Kevin, and we did 3-way prank calls for about 2.5 hours on the air. And wow, first burp of the night, first minute of me talking. That's a good sign. That means it's going to be a good show. So we had Kevin on 3-way, and we were making prank calls for 2.5 hours. And the easiest way for me to record it was to open up my Winamp and start my encoders. And so I ended up broadcasting it, even though I didn't mean to. So that means that night in that 2.5 hours, we accomplished 21 old-style, old-school KDK prank calls. Just the out-of-control insanity and mayhem that the early KDK prank calls used to be. And I'll be playing those throughout the evening tonight. I got a ton of new shit that I can play for you tonight. It's a good night to be listening, I suppose. Also this week I have new prank calls from Rab Corbett and Zachary Kahn, 2 new prank callers that I discovered off of the internet. And of course, most importantly, we are going to be making live prank calls from your ideas, the listeners. So, if you have an idea for a prank call, you need to get into the chat room, go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link for the chat room, or if you're an IRC user, go to irc.centralchat.net and click on, and the room is KDK, that's what I mean. So join us in there and then click on me to send me a private message with your info and your phone number about the call that you want me to make, and perhaps we'll get to it. Right now there's 16 people in there, so everybody pile in, have some fun and chat amongst yourselves, if you will. Pardon me while I light a cigarette here. I'm smoking Camel Mandarin Mint. And of course, as seems to always happen when I do the show lately, I arrived home 10 minutes before I'm supposed to go on the air. So I'm opening Windows and I'm getting everything ready and getting my levels and everything that I want to play tonight all set in a mad rush in that 10 minutes. And the reason why we're late is we were out to dinner tonight. Oddly enough, it was a Christmas dinner because I talked about on the air about how Keith and Keith's dad and stepmom are getting divorced, so they're living separately. So we saw Keith's dad for Christmas. We had a traditional Christmas dinner on the the expected day. But the stepmom wanted us to go over, so we went over today. We exchanged gifts. I got some movies. Tell me they don't know my taste in movies. They bought me White Chicks. If there was ever a movie I wanted to see less, it would take me a while to think of it. White Chicks. So maybe we'll be giving that away on the air tonight. I'll give away a copy of White Chicks on the air tonight, and we'll have to have a contest later on to give away that stupid, unwatchable movie.
For some reason, I just don't see...
You gotta get closer before you start talking.
I just don't see that many people, going after that movie.
You don't see anybody else wanting White Chicks either?
No.
Well, your brother said it was great. So we went out to a buffet. And I'm a very finicky eater. There's not much that I can eat that I enjoy. And probably because of my upbringing, because my mom had the rotating roster of like 8 different dishes that she made, and that's all I ever ate. So I wasn't really introduced to new and exotic foods like, what kind of shit did they have there? Crayfish. Fucking crayfish. A crayfish looks like a bug. I'm sorry. I'm not eating anything that looks like a bug.
Frog legs.
Frog legs. Yeah. Keith's brother had to try a frog leg just to admit that it was disgusting.
It tasted like dirty swamp water.
So I got some sort of like steak and like peppers and onions and shit. I was like, okay, how bad can they fuck up steak? And then I go to eat it, and every piece of steak is like they trimmed off all the fat, and that's all it is. You know, there was no steak. It was like fat potpourri, fat salad. So I didn't eat much of that. Even the rice was bland and tasteless. But after like a couple minutes of like picking at my stuff, my mouth grew hot. There's something I ate had like a kick to it. It came back to haunt me. And I'm drinking mass amounts of soda. But that's okay. I didn't want to eat much because I'm excited about doing the show tonight for the first time in like a month or two. Because I got a lot of shit that I can do tonight, and I got a lot of new stuff that I can play. And because I haven't done it in 3 weeks. No. Well, you guys take a listen to this, and I'm going to finish my first beer, come back, and see what's happening in the chat room.
What do you mean? You never made a prank phone call?
Never.
You mean never as in really never, or never as in it's just so stupid you don't want to tell us about it?
Never as in I really never did.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's very sad.
You know, a famous man once said there is no worse regret than a temptation resisted.
Jeez.
Ironically enough, the clip that I'm playing is from Friday the 13th, Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. And there's actually a conversation about prank calls in the movie. I thought it was clever, so I had to capture it. But I broke back in here because we're going to smoke some weed before you go into the bedroom and play your sim games, right? Smoke. Peer pressure. I'm going to force you. I'm twisting your arm.
Are you smoking yet?
Yeah, we're going to smoke weed at the top of the program here. I usually like save it until later, but later on there'll be so much shit going on I won't have time to get to it. So, I'm going to smoke on the air right now, and everybody's going to tune out. Because I'm being a bad influence on everybody. I'm an awful, awful man. I'm a bad, awful man. If you believe some. There's some drama I'd like to talk about, but I'm not going to, because it always comes back to bite me in the ass, because... You know, sort of like people do with Michael Moore's movie Fahrenheit 9/11. Whenever I give my opinion and people have a differing opinion, they call me a liar. Like I'm lying. It's like a matter of opinion, but I'm lying because my opinion is different than theirs. So that's a whole kettle of whoop-ass, and I'm probably not going to get into it until I'm too liquored up to know any better.
That'll come near the end of the show.
Yeah, that'll come somewhere between midnight and 1, probably, so everybody stay tuned for that. It's good to be back. Will you please stop making extraneous noise in the background? We have cats for that. You want to say hello, guys? Mouse? No, they're not talking because they're making noise with their house. The cat house. We have a little cat house, so we'd like to throw the cats in and then blow smoke into it and cover the hole so they clam bake inside, get the cat stoned. And I have the bowl, and the cat is like standing up on the chair, like craning his neck, like trying to smell the bowl. You want to hit? Julian says he wants to get high. Are you going to smoke with me? We're down to shake, so it might be the last time we get to smoke. I call the shake. I don't smoke too much. We got barely any. Maybe I'll give that away on the air. No. Yeah, I'm going to give weed away on the air. I don't think so. I'll do a lot of illegal things on this program, but that's not one of them. Let me smoke my weed here. You're getting sick of weed? But how does that happen? Because weed is such an evil, addictive drug. How can you just get tired of it and stop doing it? You're hooked on it. You're going to go kill old ladies and rob people for money for weed.
No. It's a gateway drug. Now I'm all into crack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a gateway drug. So now you move down to heroin and morphine and poppers and Flintstones chewables. I'm opening up the AOL name, so if anybody wants to give me instant feedback during the program, the name to write into on AIM is PCU Live. Pardon me while I log in here for a second. Oof. It's very harsh because it's all dried out now. Okay. I'm logged in, so if you have any comment you want to make about the program, remember, if you have an idea for a prank call, don't send it through the AIM, send it through the chat room. Because your AIM window, after I read it, I'm going to close it. So, if I need your prank call information, I'm going to need to leave it open. So, make sense? Right. Sometimes people get mad, like, they send me, like, a phone number through the AIM, and I say, do it through the chat room, and they're like, you just want to get us to go to the chat room. No, that's not the real reason. It's cool when there's a lot of people in the chat room, but it's no skin off my ass if there's not. Anyway, let me play the rest of this, and I'm going to smoke my weed in the background, because you'd probably rather hear this than me smoking the weed anyway.
That's really lovely.
Thank you.
You know, when Stephen was a kid, he was like having strippers delivered to church with bingos and stuff.
That's disgusting.
Ward?
Yeah.
Do you ever make a prank phone call?
Called an adoption agency once when I was like 9 or something. Told them I wanted to trade in my mom for a box of Lincoln Logs.
Oh, why don't you just shut your face up and cook the burgers?
I really wanted those freaking logs.
You know what goes wrong with little mister? There's a lady present.
I'll frig you. Frig me?
Hey, tell me, is this not some of the worst acting you've ever heard in, like, a big budget, like, major Hollywood movie? This is, like, the worst acting of any Friday the 13th movie, and that's saying a lot.
Frig you!
Frig you!
Oh, yeah, don't fight me, shit!
Oh, Pookie! First thing you need in making a prank phone call is, of course, the phone. This, for instance.
Oh, geez, here it goes.
Next, you dial a number.
Stephen, don't do this.
And now it's ringing. Ringing. And hello, Anthony's Pizzeria? Oh, yeah, no, I don't need a pizza. Listen, I was just wondering if you and the other guys there might want to chip in for a hooker, because I've got one I can send over. Her name is Vicky.
Stephen?
Yeah, she's a waitress at Joy B's, but she needs a little extra cash.
I'm literally going to kill you.
$10? I can't do that to you. I can do it for a pizza.
A pizza?
Oh, is that what you think? Well, I'll tell you what. If you say that to me one more time, I'm going to come over there and shoot you in the freaking head.
Oh, Stephen, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot you in the freaking head, jerky. How do you like that? What's my name? Officer Randy Parker, you stupid pizza-cooking jerk.
Holy crow, Stephen. Come on, Stephen.
In fact, we're going to shoot your mother. And then, possibly then, we might even shoot your freaking dog. Hey, whoa, hey, wait.
Hello? Hello. There's no one on the phone.
And we're back. And Dell User is writing in saying, you prank? And I said, of course. He says, you're on the radio now. And I said, yep. Well, welcome to the fold, Dell User. You'll probably hear that once the delay comes around. Manic is reminding me that, I guess earlier in the week, somebody was saying that I ought to call Paige. And of course, I can't call Paige. Because Mama Jameson, I think, knows the voices that it... Well, maybe not. She's probably liquored up. If we call Paige's house, we're probably not going to get Adam. We're probably going to get Mama Jameson. Mama Harrington. Yeah, she was like Peg. She was like constantly liquored up. She was a lovely woman, though. She's very nice. Very oblivious and not real bright, but that comes from wet brain. You know what wet brain is? I didn't know what it was until Bill explained it to me. Wet brain is when somebody's an alcoholic so bad for so long that their brain is shot and they're like a crackhead. You know, they're completely burned out permanently. That's wet brain. Vendetta says, Yo Holmes. I'm not sure that was necessary. You Suck says, hey, I have a question. When is your last show? Well, my last show, I guess, was like 3 weeks ago. Because I haven't been on for 2 weeks. But now this is my next last show. And I know what he's referring to, because on Psychobabble last week, not this week, because I couldn't do it this week, because our internet went down for like a half hour, and I said, fuck it, and I went and played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas instead. Oh, man. This is not the time to bother me with, like, questions like, what's the site? I'm going to answer, but if anybody else is listening, don't ask dumb questions like that during the show. KDKPrankCalls.com. Go and listen, you moron. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I couldn't do Psychobabble this past week because the internet went out, but I did it like 2 weeks ago, and I was in a bad mood, and I hadn't smoked weed in like a month. Can you give me a towel, please? I spilled the beer on the floor. I always spill beer, because I put it like right next to where I'm going to be moving my hand and my mouse, like an idiot. I need like a special beer shelf. But then the cats would just knock it over anyway. Thank you. Let me reach down here and put the towel on my spill, and roll back over it with my chair. So I was in a pissy mood, and I hadn't smoked weed in a while, and I was thinking, you know, I don't usually feel like doing the show if I'm not stoned. Pardon me if I sound like a bad guy, but if I'm not stoned, well, if I am stoned, it makes it easier for me to talk and ramble and do free-form stream of consciousness live internet ham radio, which is what the show is. And lately I had been doing the show and only drinking like 3 beers throughout the course of 3 hours, like not really enjoying it and only doing it because other people wanted me to. Because everybody else is counting on me to give them a good time. And I was saying that I was going to come on the air tonight and I was going to announce that we were going on hiatus. And I even said at the time that I was still thinking about it and not sure if I wanted to do it or not. But I'm always saying that. I'm always thinking that I'm done with this, that I don't want to do it anymore. So every once in a while, maybe I'll take a week off, but I'm not going to quit permanently. If I do quit permanently, it'll be final, and there will be no changing my mind. By the time I eventually make that decision, it's going to be a foregone conclusion, and nothing's going to change my mind. But I might take a week off here and there when I don't feel like doing it, when I don't feel like there's enough content for me to do it, and I don't know. For the time being, I plan on being here tonight. Next week, I guess I'll be here unless something happens during the week. And see, I'm manic depressive, so my moods sort of shift around like they flare like a pack of hemorrhoids. As many listeners have heard, I've got quite the bad temper sometimes. I'm usually a nice, even guy, but I have my ups and my downs. When I'm down, I don't feel like being creative. I don't feel like doing the show or updating the site or anything. But I know that if I give it a week or two, it'll go away. So there's no point in quitting permanently until I know I'm sure that I don't want to do it anymore. You Suck says, it sucks when your dealer doesn't give you any crack for a month. Yeah, that's right. I had to go a month without crack. I should, correct myself because people might think I'm actually being serious. I do not, and I never have smoking crack. Smoking? Smoked crack. Maybe I've got wet brain. What do they call it when your brain is shot from weed? Do they call it smoke brain? Pothead. The Dell user is asking, where am I based at? And that is not important. That is inconsequential, not important. Anyway, like I said, we did do a shit ton of prank calls on New Year's Eve. And all I labeled them so far is 1 through 21. And the only ones that I know that are different are the ones where I was able to hack an answering machine because I made a note of that. And 3 times within 2.5 hours, I was able to hack into somebody's answering machine. And twice, I believe we were able to go in and change their outgoing message. So that's always fun. Anyway, I'm going to be playing these throughout the evening tonight. This will be a real treat for old-time TDK listeners, because this is the first time you've heard a prank call with Kevin in what, a year or more? 2 years, yeah. Well, no, Kevin has been on the show, way back in the day. He came on the show a couple times, and we did some pranks, but we weren't, partying and drunk and out of control like the old days when we did the original calls on the first 3 CDs. 3 or 4 CDs. Yeah. Out of control insanity. Well, those old prank calls, I don't even think they're that funny, and they sound like crap. But people tell me that they love them because they are so out of control, and everybody's yelling, and you hear shit going on in the background, and it's like a good comedy where you can listen to it multiple times to get new things out of it.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey! Hey! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
How you doing, girlfriend?
Oh,
This is Katie K, and you're listening to PCU Prank Call Underground Radio. Happy New Year! Can I get a woot woot?
root, root, toot.
God bless you. So you drinking a little tonight?
I couldn't get him to say woot, but he said, what did he say, root toot toot or something like that? Because that's how they said it in the old days, when they used to type it on the typewriter. And then mail it to someone. They would just send raffle back and forth. You know what raffle is? No, raffle. Rolling on the floor laughing. Well, that was a 1%er. They would just type raffle and lol back and forth. Dull user, stop bothering me. So what about Yahoo Pranks rooms? I do not like Yahoo. That's all I'll say on that. If I'm on Yahoo, it's because I'm hanging out in like the CTM for M gay chat room so that I can send old men to my crazy neighbor's house and sit here and laugh like a fool. See, it's not just on the radio. It really is. It is in my nature to have fun at other people's expense. And that's just the makeup of my being. I enjoy putting people on the spot and watching their reaction. Is that bad?
Yeah. What do you think I do all night at work?
What do you mean?
Fuck with people.
Oh. Well, anyway, like I said, that was the first of 21. We got 21 of those calls to get through, so I'm going to be playing those throughout the evening. Right now, let me check in with the chat room because I haven't done so yet and see what everybody's saying and what numbers are coming in. DJ Glowworm says, glad to have the Fringe back. Well, it's glad to be back. As you can hear, I'm feeling good. Mr. Peepers is here! Mr. Peepers! Mr. Peepers has a lot of confirmed working funny name numbers tonight, and he's even telling us what kind of person it sounded like answered the phone when he called. So we have Seaman Vermin, Alberta Lazarus, Aviva Lazarus, Awilda Lazarus, Bagmania Lazarus, Desi Spicy, and Anatoly Vermin, Boris Vermin, Eldon Vermin. He really went to town on the Vermins. Ida Vermin, Prashant Vermin, Shalili Vermin. Shalili. We're definitely calling Shalili Vermin later tonight, that's for sure. Surrender Vermin, Annie Outlaw, Alfonso Outlaw, Arise Outlaw, Elsie May Tramp, Bernadette Tramp, Bernice Tramp, Dolores Tramp, Geraldine Tramp, Harry Tramp, Lucinda Cobra, Boris Cobra, Johnny W. Cobra, Joyce Cobra. Why is Cobra funny? G.I. Joe? I don't get it. Carol Hell, Martha Hell, Raymond Hell, Richard Hell, Johnny Cochran. I wish you could get me Johnny Cochran's real number. There's a motherfucker I'd really like to prank. Mr. Cochran, this is God. You're not getting in here. I'm leaving a message with the doorman. We've got a special place reserved for you down below. Of course it's their job to defend people that they know are guilty, but do you think all lawyers go to hell? I would have to say by the traditional Christian definition, helping get like robbers, rapists, murderers off for, paying their debt to society. I would say that it would earn them a place in hell. So everybody behave. You don't want to wind up in hell with a bunch of fucking lawyers. We got Adabisi Salami. Adabisi. Yeah. Adamola Salami, Babak Salami, Caddy J Salami, Kamal Salami. You realize nobody can hear anything you say? Okay. Maysam Salami, Malik Salami. I feel like Sloan now. And you're Mariah. No, you're not half as bad. At least you're sitting over there on the couch. And you're not all drunk. DJ Glowworm helped me confirm some of these numbers, so I want to give him his parps. So thank you, DJ Glowworm, for helping confirm these numbers. Avani Swami, Kathy Swami, Gordon Shumway. They found a Gordon Shumway. Have we tried Gordon Shumway before? Willie Tanner. Okay, so we're going to call the cast of TV's Alf. DJ Freak has a bunch of confirmed numbers coming in. This bitch I called last night works in Walmart Electronics, and I was calling about a computer. He hung up on me, so I called back and asked him for his name so I could report it to the manager. He said his name was Lost. But the funnier part is I know who it is, and his name tag really says Lost. The guy's name really is Lost. Okay. Phone numbers for his school teachers, Jeremy Cox. Funny names that look like they're not confirmed. I don't feel like calling non-confirmed numbers tonight. Super Drew Matt says, call my phone so we can do some prank calls. I'll leave that open so that I might be able to give you a call later on tonight. Kinky UK, welcome back. Says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Easter, my ever-loving bum-fluff god. Bum-fluff god. That'll be my new title on the bulletin board, Bum-fluff god. Or that'll be the title of the next CD. We all missed you down at the institution. Yeah, they let me off for 2 weeks. We have broadband here at the institution, thank God. Ballard is back. Welcome back also, Ballard. Give a shout-out to Kenny, David, Amanda, new listeners. Oh, yeah, and Janet. Dude, what's up? Long time in the show. What's up, dude? Long time in the show. I don't get it. DJ Glowworm says, Ghetto Guy's cell phone. You can call me tonight if you wish. What is Ghetto Guy's cell phone? Is there like a famous person or a group called the Ghetto Guys? Well, hell, I don't get it. Sean Ward is here. Welcome, Sean Ward. Sean says, yo, man, gives me his number and says, Kinky, what are you talking about? I don't even have a cam. You get it? That's like a 1%er. I should explain. Kinky UK is a very amusing and interesting listener. Oh, I'm going to have to turn my speakers off because I got feedback there for a second. He's a very interesting and entertaining listener. Well, we shouldn't even call him a listener because he's at his college, and he says that his internet access at the school, everybody's internet access at the school, they won't allow you to connect to Showcast streams, probably because it wastes their bandwidth. So he's not even listening. He's just hanging out in the chat room to hit on every man in there. Not at once, but he'll pick someone and then flirt with them for the night. And he's not serious. He's totally kidding around. Some people get freaked out. Noah's got really freaked out by it. I remember the first time it happened to me, I thought it was funny. And then I was talking to somebody else, and he was like, that creeped me out so much when I heard it, that somebody like that is listening. I was like, dude, he's just kidding. I hope. And now Kinky is writing in. He says, I'm listening to the show live tonight, so make sure it's a good one. Cool, Kinky. Actually, I think we're going to call our good friend. I think the funniest thing of the full show is the people's names of the confirmed numbers. Usaka saying his favorite part of the archive shows is me giving the wacky names. It's good you said that, because a lot of times I go on with the wacky names like so long that I'm tempted to cut it out. But I leave it in there, and I'm glad you like it. But anyway, I think we're going to call up our good friend Sean Ward, so that we can start the show out right. Sean will do us proper. So, oh fuck, can you go grab me the phone? Has it been on the cradle? Looks like it has been. Yay! What about the other one? Buried under the bed? Probably. Danny Land says, we're all listening to you in Yahoo Chat Pranks #1. My name is Dan in there. You have about 8 listeners on the mic in there. Okay, well, thank you for broadcasting us on Yahoo Chat, even though that just pretty much annoys the fuck out of everybody when you go into a chat. And that's a great way to annoy people. Go in there. Go into yeah, it's a prank chat, but they probably want to chat amongst themselves, and they get pissed off. He's leaving the mic open too long, and I can't say anything. I want to speak, goddammit. I want to say something completely unfunny and irrelevant. Kick UK is writing back and says, otherwise I'm going to bust your balls. You're going to bust my balls if I don't do a good show tonight. Anyway, let me play another one of those Christmas Eve prank calls, and we're calling Sean Ward right after this.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
I'm looking for Nicole. Is Nicole there? I want to wish her a Happy New Year, too.
Who is this?
This is Dave. Woo!
Wait, Dave's my ex-boyfriend?
No.
You'll notice in all of these calls, I'm completely drunk. And you can totally hear it in my voice. It was New Year's Eve. I'm sorry. I got drunk and made prank calls with my friends. So sue me.
Dave who?
I'm a friend of Nicole's. You silly ass. I don't know who you are. Who is this again?
How do you have my cell phone number?
George?
Yes.
Hey.
Who is this?
I'm looking for Nicole.
Who is this?
I'm one of Nicole's fags. She's the hag, I'm the fag. Woo!
Excuse me, I'm her hag. and
You're her fag too?
Who is this?
No way, I'll so call your eyes out.
Who is this?
It's Dave. I guess we haven't met yet because we're rival fags.
No, I haven't met you yet. Alright, hold on, here's the call.
Okay. Hey. What up, Mike Tubby girlfriend?
Who's this?
This is Dave.
Woo!
Happy New Year from PCU.
Okay.
From me to you.
Bye.
No, don't go yet. What are you drinking tonight?
Kevin?
I'm having some beers. And we're having some Smirnoff. And I got some Woodies.
We're gonna have a gay orgy.
Ask George if he wants to come.
I was my boyfriend. I didn't have no orgy with nobody. Hello?
Hey.
Hi, I'm with my boyfriend. I'm not having orgy with
We'll send
anybody.
Nicole down. We'll all just pick a fold.
No. I'm sorry. Nicole's not like that. She has respect for herself.
But it's not sex if it's a fold.
Who is this?
It's Dave. Woot! Can I get a woot woot?
Dave?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm with my boyfriend. His name is Anthony and he's really hot. And I'm sorry you're shocked, but it's not going to happen. Hold on.
Can we come over?
Hello, darling.
Hey.
How you doing?
George says we can come over for a wild four-way.
Do you know where we are?
We'll be down in about 20 minutes.
Do you know where we are?
I have my life partner on the line. His name is George, too.
Hi, love it. Hello, darling. What are you wearing?
Nothing.
No. You're naughty.
It's New Year's.
Birthday suit?
Yes, exactly. Happy New Year. I'm the baby New Year.
Happy New Year, darling.
Oh, you're such a drama queen.
We're going to bring some champagne.
Yeah, where are we? Do you know where we are?
We're going to be down there in about 20 minutes, and we'll be bringing the champagne. And should I pick up some weed on the way?
No. Leave that.
Some poppers?
No, we're okay.
Amyl nitrate?
We've got enough alcohol
Some
here.
chewables.
We've got enough alcohol here for a million-man march.
Okay, cool.
All right, goodbye.
How about a 10 ferry train?
I was so pissed I fucked up that line. The line I thought of was like, what does he say? I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole? Or something like that? Wait, let me go back and play.
Okay, cool.
All right, goodbye.
How about a 10 ferry train?
All right, goodbye.
How about a 10 Simpsons chewables?
We've got enough alcohol here for a million-man march.
Aha, he says, we have enough alcohol here for a million-man march. And the line that I thought of is, how about a 10-ferry train? And I can say it now, but I couldn't say it then. I fucked up the line. It would have been funny. But I fucked it up because I was drunk and stupid like that. Oh, man. No! Now it's time to call Sean Ward. I'm not expecting any calls. Privacy manager, I'm going to hang up on you so that I can call Sean Ward.
Who is this?
Hello, this is Mrs. Rosenthal from the agency.
God, very to see you, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, there you go.
Word.
Good.
You know,
Mary's friend.
hello, I'm from the emergency. Put your roommate back on the phone. It's Mrs. Rosenthal. It's very important.
Yeah, they see you, Barry.
Oh, shit, man. It's the agency, man.
Yeah, it's the agency.
I told you never want to talk to the agency.
Yes,
What?
we found a room for you. You were looking for a new apartment.
For me or for Barry?
You had some very odd preferences. I know you wanted to be in a home with a large black woman, and it took us a while to find, but we found it for you. But we're going to charge you an extra $50 a month for it.
Well, now me and Barry have to fight over it.
Sean, I was just kidding about the black woman. I never thought they'd do it.
Oh, well, they did it now.
Whatever you want, we do. That's our motto. Whatever you want, we do.
Oh, well, what if I don't want to pay for it now?
Well, there's plenty of other men out there that are interested in large black women.
No, I want the large black woman.
Oh, well,
if you were just joking, I was serious. So
okay, the
if you don't want it, that means we don't have to fight over it.
You know, seriously, I'd be happy if it could all work out. I mean, going all that trouble to find a large black woman in the house and the guy, I don't know.
The apartment is down on Queen Street, number 12 Queen Street.
Right, number 12 Queen Street.
Are you writing that down, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
You can stop by any time. The large black lady doesn't work. She collects social services.
Oh, again?
Yes.
I've heard of that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, who is this ass on the phone? What up, Sean?
This is the guy.
Exactly what I was just thinking.
It's the guy whose phone it is.
True that. That's who you'd be talking to.
Yeah, the phone's in his name.
Okay.
I just use it.
Well, I'm having some fun with Sean on internet radio right now. I wasn't really fucking with you. I was just playing with Sean.
Oh, of course you were,
Yeah, so Barry, you're out on the internet radio right now.
Sean is actually my gay lover.
You're going out worldwide. What?
Sean is my gay lover.
Says you.
all kinds of things on the internet.
What up, Sean?
You know, gay marriage is like semi-legal up here.
Well, that's what we brought it up.
Right.
Absolutely, the Great Wall of Canada.
Well,
Sean,
I hope you did.
Free marijuana, everything.
I know how to change the topic.
All here in Canada.
I got book 4 in the mail. Thank you for sending it so fast, and thank you for autographing it for me. It's
you're very welcome. It's the least I can do after that.
Keepsake always. And might I say, it is your finest comic book thus far. It is awesome.
Of course you can say that. And hopefully you can say that with enough enthusiasm that some of the other listeners will buy some stuff.
Exactly.
I've had
I'm not just saying that. It really is good. Everybody, you should buy a copy.
No, I love the new one. I love the new one. Barry, don't you love the new one?
It's my favorite yet.
Tell everybody how good it is.
It's the first double digest I've seen, but I just couldn't put it down.
I like parts of the other books, but this one is all good. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's the first one that's complete and whole in that particular way.
This one goes through all the way. I can't wait to find out which member of the Changing Color is going to actually have this love interest. That's what's keeping me.
You know what would be really awesome? You got to work MC Concept into the storyline.
I'm going to do a whole subplot about a hip-hop artist and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're going to do MC Concept?
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's plenty of room for
I can't wait to see what he's going to look like. That'll be awesome. That's something to look
gonna
forward
look
to
like
for the
he's black.
later books.
He's going to look like he's black.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just like you look like you're black, man.
Or he could be like a wigger.
Sean, have you?
What?
Is he really a black guy or is he just a wigger?
Who?
You know, I probably shouldn't tell you.
MC Concept, is he white or is he black?
Oh, he's black. He's black as tar.
He's the real deal.
He grew up in Queens. Queens, New York. Was it Brooklyn? I can never keep it straight.
I don't know.
That way, when you do public appearances, you can do the MC Concept voice for when the cartoon comes around. They'll hire you for the voiceover.
Yeah, I'll do all the voices.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's brilliant. I can see why he's on internet radio. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm brilliant or he's brilliant?
You're both brilliant, man.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
But it's been a pleasure being on the internet.
You sound exactly like Sean. Are you guys family?
Yeah, we're cousins.
It's my nature. You know, live in the same house, you become family.
I have a hard time telling your voices apart. Actually, you guys do really sound alike.
He rents one of the places downstairs. I'm upstairs.
See, now he has the idea, and he has a voice similar to yours, so he's totally going to steal the MC Concept idea.
But before I see it as some kind of voice, you got to ask yourself: am I another person, or am I actually Sean speaking in another voice?
Yes.
Be part of that. And have a good evening.
You too. Peace out, bro.
That's true. That was Barry Ron.
Awesome. He's cool.
Yeah, he's all right. He made dinner tonight. Why would he be pissed off?
Did he know I was calling, or did he think it was like some kid fucking me?
No, he probably was just picking the phone up to see who it was for.
Well,
and I said it was for him, and it wasn't really for him. No, he's got a sense of humor very much like all of us, so he's cool.
Well, not all of us, unfortunately.
Like if there's somebody who was saying, "Oh, I don't know this guy," I'd vouch for him. You know, I'd say this is a friend of ours. Like in Donnie Brasco.
Sean.
Yes.
Do you feel like calling some people tonight?
I always feel like calling people.
Okay, cool.
I call people more than noon at night. In fact, I saw you put some more of my pranks up on the Host of Pranks page.
Yes. I put a ton
and
up there.
Are they in the PCU stream yet?
I'll remind Ted to get them. I'll send him my originals because they'll be in higher quality than what's on the site.
Because I've been hearing a couple of
I sent a whole
promos.
folder of Sean Ward stuff to Ted, but I don't know if I got the new stuff too. So I'll have to.
Well, I've been hearing some of the promos I did coming up every few minutes or whatever when I was listening the other day.
Every 5 prank calls, we have it set up to play one of your bumpers in PCU IDs.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Just one of mine, or one of just any of them?
Well, there's
I'm not the only one.
There's a promo folder, and it's got my commercial in it, and it's got the Deliverance intros, and it's got your stuff.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
We should make some more. One day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was trying to do some on
my favorite is the one of the woman in the condo that thinks I'm trying to sell her something. You know what I'm talking about?
I like the one who's talking about the guy who's talking about being punked.
Oh yeah, what was it? KDDS prank call.
Yeah.
Prank call. What do you call it? Prank call lunatic fringe.
Yeah. A month from now, there will be a KDDS prank calls now.
It'd be fun to have that guy's number and just keep on doing it once a month.
Yeah. Those are just random. You didn't keep any of the numbers.
No, I was just calling random numbers and seeing what happened. That's the truth. So who are we gonna call today?
Young woman.
Well,
MC concept and Mac on her or something. Oh, fuck! Fuck! I'm such an idiot.
What?
I need 2 phone cards to prank with you. I always fucking forget I need 2 cards to prank with you.
Well,
shit. Let me go back to the chat room and see if anybody donated one. Yes! Ryan donated one. Ryan!
Ryan, you're the fucking man.
God,
am I allowed to say the bad words on the
listeners to
radio?
this program are so fucking cool. I love you guys. What was that?
I said, are we allowed to say bad words on this show?
Of course.
Because I said the F word just now.
Potty mouth. I'll be right back. I'm going to dial. Awesome. You're a pro.
Hello?
Hello, Aviva.
Yes?
What's up, girl? How you living? What you saying, girl?
Who's this?
This is MC Concept speaking. We met about a year and a half ago, and you gave me a number, but, you were like, if something I said offended you, and you said I was small time, and I was talking about my rap career, you don't remember? And you said, well, call me when you get a hit record. Well, I got a hit record, girl, so I'm calling you. What's up?
Where'd you
see this? Yeah, this is MC Concept speaking. You ain't see me on BET? I figured for sure you would have seen me on, MTV or something, and you would have expected my call. Hello, who is this? Yeah, this is MC Concept speaking. Who are you looking for? I'm a major label rap star. Who are you looking for? I'm looking for Aviva. What do you want? Well, she told me to call her when I had a hit record, and I got a hit record now, so I was calling her to say what's up. Not sure what you're looking for. What are you looking for? Who's this?
Oh, man. I was hoping we were going to have a fight.
What? Oh, we could call him back and have a fight. That would be harassing.
How about could you hear me cracking up in that?
A couple of times I thought I heard you pipe it in, actually.
Let me make sure.
She was up.
Okay, what was that?
Oh, I was saying a couple of times I thought I could hear you busting a gut kind of popping in. Too bad she wasn't going for it. What's with that punk shit, fucking throwing the man on the phone? It's so funny. A million times when I call people, if the girl's really cool, she's into it, that's A. B is she hangs up right away. And then C is half the time where they're hand the phone to the man of the house.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen that happen a million times.
Well, women probably get scared, and she wants you to know she's not alone. She's like,
probably.
This is some creepy guy watching me from across the street in that building over there with the binoculars and a telescope.
For sure. Let's try somebody else. Who else you got?
Do you feel like doing the Three Brothers Diner tonight?
I always feel like doing the Three Brothers Diner.
You want it?
But I need a concept for the Three Brothers Diner. We've already done stealing bacon off the burger. We've already done wanting to endorse them.
Are we done with them? Yeah, we'll save it for next week, because I don't feel like getting up and going to get the phone book, because Keith is back.
Right, well, I'll try to cook up a new concept for them for next week, and then we'll fuck with them some more.
Well, it looks like Sean is gone, so I'm going to call Bagmania myself.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
how you doing? Mr. Lazarus?
Who's this?
This is Maurice. I live at number 108.
108 what?
It's a secret. But it's very important that I speak to you right now. I have to tell you this information before anything happens to me. Are you there?
Who's this? What's your name?
My name is Awilda, and I ran out of medication.
Well, I'm afraid you got the wrong number.
Bagmania. Is that how you say it? Can you correct me? I'll guess, and you can tell me if I get it right.
Who exactly am I speaking to? That's what I'd like to know.
This is... I told you already. You're trying to play games with me.
Now,
My
explain
name
what...
is Awilda. I know it sounds weird, but it's a real name.
Right. Right.
And you're the chosen one.
Really?
So I'm contacting you, and I'm awaiting your orders.
Waiting my orders for what?
For your plan.
For my what?
Your plan.
Is that right? Plan to what?
You told me not to talk about it in public.
Is that so? So why don't you speak about it in public?
The vampire parasites.
Oh, I see.
Now you remember?
I somewhat think so. You know that?
That was me just trying to weird the guy out. I wonder if it worked. I wonder if he thought I was the same person trying to fuck with him or somebody who's genuinely crazy. I was trying to come off as genuinely crazy, but I don't think I pulled it off. Oh well, sorry we lost you, Sean, but I know exactly what happened. I bet you the phone card ran out while I was clicked over and dialing. And, you know what? I'm going to prove it right now. I'm going to dial my phone card and...
Hello?
Sean, dude, I'm sorry I lost you, but are you listening to the program?
Why are you hanging up on me? I'm in the middle of it.
Did you hear that phone call?
Well, it's in the middle of playing right now.
Oh, okay.
Because it's on a delay, right?
Yeah.
The little bit I heard, though, was brilliant.
I'm giving you a setup. So you have a phone door to have a completely different voice call, and we talked about the vampire parasites and how you're awaiting his orders or something.
Was that call the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Right?
No, for real, do it.
Okay.
Hello.
Bagmania.
Yeah.
The 7 years is almost up.
Really?
The vampire alien is going to hatch.
That's right.
Right.
What do you plan to do about that?
Well, that's what I was calling to ask you.
Oh.
What's the plan? We await your orders, sire.
I tell you what, why don't you jump out the window or something? See if you can
That's
fly.
not going to put the plan any more forward.
You sure? I figure you...
Plan is moving, sire.
I figure you can fly if you jump out the window, you know?
Sire, the vampire parasite is moving. Sire. It's moving. It hatches in 7 years, and 7 years is almost up, sire.
Good. So,
Is it going to come out of your belly today?
Oh, it might come into your mother belly. What do you think?
My mother. We await your orders, sire.
Good. Well, you know what my order is? Why don't you jump out the window, or, you know...
What's your orders, sire? What's seriously your orders?
You have two choices, right?
I'll make a sacrifice to you, Lord Bagmania.
You jump out the window or hang yourself, and that'd be a great sacrifice.
Hang myself in... Should I wear the good shoes, the Sunday shoes, sire?
Which one you desire, sire?
do you want me to wear?
Which one you want to wear?
Maybe the black one, sire.
Go right ahead.
Because it's time.
Go right ahead.
The plan is being put into action, sire.
Right.
You are the leader.
You got it? Yeah.
You are the leader.
Uh-huh. Right.
You are the leader.
I'm the leader. I'm telling you to jump out the window. You're going to be safe.
You are the leader.
Try to stop a car. How is that?
It's Saturday today.
Is that right?
That means it's time. You are our leader.
Right.
You are the great one. You are the chosen one.
That's right.
Chosen by the vampire aliens themselves, who observe from up in the sky aboard the command ship.
Oh.
You are our leader, chosen by the High Commander.
I'm supposed you miss Haley Comet, huh?
The comet comes and goes,
Yeah,
but leader is forever.
You miss a comet. How come? You're supposed to
Because the comet comes and goes, but leader is forever. Lead us, sire, lead us!
Yes, where you want me to lead you to?
Give us our orders!
Go ahead.
Go ahead!
And jump out the window.
And jump out the window! Sire! You first! Lord! Sire?
Yeah, he was gone. Too bad you don't have like a jumping out a window sound effect.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay, I just got the warning that we got a minute remaining on the card. So, Sean, I would like to direct everybody to SeanWard.net.
Right, and as always, I'm running a special for the Internet Radio KDK listeners, where you can, this is just for the listeners too, this is an excellent deal, donate $5 in your local currency through PayPal using the donate button, and I'll send you the new book for free with your donation.
Awesome.
Including postage, and I'll include free stickers.
Awesome. There you go.
Yeah, just for the listeners tonight.
Cool.
SeanWard.net, SeanWard.net. That's for the people.
Okay. Well,
and as always, I appreciate you giving me a forum from which to soapbox like this. And
well, Sean, thank you for calling in. Thank you for giving us a phone once again. And I'm cutting you off because the card is about to hang up on you. So peace out, bro. And I think the card just hung up on him. Thank you, Sean Ward. I had fun. That guy was nasty. It was mean. You don't tell somebody who's crazy to go jump out a window. But I guess that answers my question of whether he thought I was a crazy person or just somebody trying to fuck with him. You know, it was somebody trying to fuck with him. You can't get anything past that Bagmania. Anyway, I'm going to play this. Finish beer number 2. Beer number 1 landed on the floor. So I guess it's really beer number 1.5. I'm going to play some more of these new New Year's Eve prank calls, and I'll be right back.
Hello? 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 Yes. Happy New Year! You want to come park my court, baby? Who is this? Who the hell do you think it is? We're having a party. Party woo! You want to come over? Who is this? This is the stuff that we last night, you bastard. You know who it is? It's Maureen. You get my ass that quick? I can't recognize your voice. My God, how many men did you have sex with last night? No. Hold on. You can recognize your voice. I can't recognize your voice. Hold on. Okay, baby. Hello? Hi. Hey. Happy New Year's. What are you drinking?
Not much.
Well, no, but why? Last time I saw you, you were tanked out, bitch.
We're completely livered up.
We want to come over. We want to come over and come over everywhere.
Michael said to call anytime.
Michael said to call anytime?
He said you would be away for the weekend and we ought to come over for New Year's.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. But who is this?
This is Maurice. Hi.
My name is Josiah.
That's Josiah.
We just ran a train on Michael last night.
You did?
Yeah. You should have seen it. It was so fun. Pictures?
I can't. Places.
Happy New Year.
Well, maybe if you saw our dick shots, then you'd know.
From PCU. From us to you.
Very.
The fuck is that sound?
Happy New Year. Have a great day.
You too.
Don't hang up, baby. Come on. Really fat.
Pat Tathole.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Merry New Year and Happy Christmas.
Who is this?
This is Maurice. How's your twat doing?
How's your twat doing?
What the fuck was that?
Why, it's fine. Thanks for asking.
The fuck? Who is this?
This is Maurice and the gang. We're having a big here. Woo woo.
Woo.
Want to come join the train?
Who the fuck is this?
I told you this is Maurice and the gang.
Who the fuck is this?
You know, like Cool and the gang?
Come on, baby.
We're Maurice and the gang.
Calling random people, or do I know you?
We're calling to wish you a Happy New Year, you insensitive bitch.
We missed the stuff on, baby.
I demand you show some holiday cheer right now.
Woohoo! I'm
Saeed Farid Asin, Chun Pu, Hulit Kenker, Fun Malayo, Olum Fun Malayo. That guy we've called before, but he must be funny that we're getting the number again. Augustina Gilbert, Giuseppe Pu, Sophocles, Penagiotis, Udelki Yera, Christoph Balut. Hey.
Sodium fluoride is the most fucking toxic substance known to man!
You've been working on that one, huh?
I've been trying to. I don't have it yet, but I love that voice.
Yeah, that lady's crazy. That's a Ricky Smiley prank call, I believe. The one where they call the woman who snaps at can mention fluoride. Only 2% of Earth's population has been duped. How does it go? Go ahead and do it.
I don't know. I don't really know the right line.
Shows only 2% of the world's population has been duped into the evil fallacy.
The deadly myth!
Yeah,
the fluoride is good for your teeth!
See, you did know it. Yours sounds like a cross between her and Jim Carrey. Do it again, let me hear it.
Oh!
Ooh! Okay, go ahead, try again.
Give me something to say.
Never mind.
Never mind. Mary! Mary!
Give me something to say.
I tried. I called you the other day on
Give me something to say.
Hello?
You don't call up the show and say, give me something to say.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what to
This
say.
is your forum to create and be expressive and
well,
spontaneous and improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do. Prank call is basically improv comedy, right?
I suppose.
Who do you feel like calling tonight?
What about like another gas station or some kind of convenience store?
I don't have numbers for gas stations. I'm telling you what I have, you bastards.
Alright.
Oh, man.
That's the chat room.
It's like pulling teeth with you sometimes.
Hello?
Hello. I had a question about your garden. Could you tell me where you get your flowers?
Excuse me?
Where do you get your flowers? I like your garden a lot, and I can't find anything like it.
She didn't have a garden. Let's see who else we can call. We got... Thank you for the card, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello. How are you doing tonight? I was going to ask you where you got your flowers. I was looking at your garden the other day. It's beautiful. Where did you get them? The flowers. Hello?
She must have hung up, but I didn't hear her. Let me check.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she was gone. She quietly hung up.
Hello?
Mr. Pell?
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Pell. I saw your garden today, and I wondered where you got your lettuce and your carrots.
Sorry, I think you got the wrong number.
Oh, well, what do you have in your garden? What was it? Or do you garden at all?
No, I think you got the wrong number.
Oh, well, could you give me, could you give me the right number? Do you know where?
No, that's fine. All right, you have a good one. Can you not call going forward?
What's that?
Can you not call going forward? It's kind of late at night.
Going forward? Who's going forward?
Would you not call again, please? Because it's very late at night.
Well, I only called this once.
All right, then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, he handled it perfectly. He said, don't call back. So we can't call him back. Right. Brian, I'm going to let you go because I got to pee.
Okay.
Pee. Okay. Right. Thank you for the card, and I'll talk to you in the chat room.
Sure.
Bye. Peace out, bro. And that was Ryan, and I'm not bullshitting. I really do got to go pee. So let me get back to my folder. And we're up to prank number 5, which is one that we did to Kevin's dad. And at this point of the evening, Kevin has been drinking, and he's a little more liquored up now. As we go along, everybody is a little more liquored up, so that by the time we get to number 21, it's all over. It's all over.
Well, hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Merry Happy New Year.
You too.
This is Robert.
Yeah.
Hi. Hey.
You calling kind of late.
Well, yeah, I just want to know if you want to come over and bring in the new year.
Yeah.
We're getting a train going. We want to know if we want you to be the caboose.
Oh, thanks.
Come on, woo.
Who are you?
Oh, you don't remember us?
Huh?
You don't remember us?
You don't remember who?
We were playing with your birds.
With my birds?
Yes, with your birds.
Okay.
And you were telling us how you get into the gay trains. You know, woo.
They go car, and they peck at my horse's face. They get teeth.
Yes, they do.
Hey, hon.
Hey, honey.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Hey, honey.
I think you're a little drunk.
Happy New Year. That you're partying more than we are.
That's Maurice. He had a little too much.
Oh my God! It just barfed all over the phone.
Disgusting. Listen to him.
Mr. Ringing.
Kevin, I think he's...
You. Excuse me?
Hey, you. I think you should go back to your party.
Happy New Year. We want you to come over, Cupcake.
Yeah, okay, right.
Come on, sweet bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin says you're a power bottom.
Kevin. Hey. Good night, Kevin.
Happy New Year!
Okay, good night, Kevin. Good night, Kevin.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was fun.
You know I love you, don't you?
Huh?
Oh, he's gone? And I'm still getting used to like this new headset and its sensitivity and where the hot spots with the, because when I'm making a phone call, we do it very ghetto here. All I do is hold the earpiece of the phone up to the boom mic, and I'm listening to the call through the headset. So I'm trying to figure out where the hot spot on the phone is as opposed to the hot spot on the microphone so that we get the best possible sound. So I apologize for the sound of the calls tonight, but I'm still learning. That's something I hadn't thought of, like, before the program. I'm like, okay, I got a headset, I'm all set. That sound you hear in the background, that's the sound of the phone being off the hook, because people want to keep calling me, playing Pindar clips. Another one of the things on my list that makes me want to stop doing this stupid program. But please don't mistake my words. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not stopping. What I was trying to say earlier is that when I'm ready to go, I'm going to be adamant about it, and it'll be done, and there'll be no talking to me, and it'll be over. It doesn't mean that the site is going to go away. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing prank calls. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop updating the site. It doesn't mean that the site is not going to continue to grow. It just means that I'm not going to do this show, at least maybe not live anymore. Aha. I could always pre-record the show. That would benefit me, because I could pre-record it at times during the week. I could make prank calls during the week and record it, put it all together, and play Saturday night, if I wanted to. You know, there's always alternatives. And I've been thinking a lot lately, like I always do, about whether I want to continue doing the show or not. And again, not that I'm leaving. I'm not going anywhere. So don't get scared that I'm saying goodbye, people. As a matter of fact, I'm reaffirming my renewed vigor and dedication to this program, because I'm reminded tonight, by having such a good time tonight, I'm reminded tonight of why I started doing it in the first place, for my own goddamn benefit. And perhaps I forgot that somewhere along the way. But I need to remember to look out for numero uno. That's me. Not that I don't love everybody out there, but, you know. The show is intended always to be for my benefit. So with that said, I'm partying on a Saturday night. I'm smoking weed and drinking beer and making prank calls and having fun. Pardon me while I take a sip of beer. Brandon Vegas says, have you ever put the Gladys and the Kevin's Mama soundboard next to each other and had them talk to each other? It's funny as shit. That's the greatest fucking idea. Somebody ought to do a recording of Gladys talk with Kevin's Mama using both of those soundboards. They could probably have them getting into an argument and shit. I'm going to have to do that. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. That's brilliant, Brad. Oh, man, I love you guys. You guys are, for the most part, so creative and resourceful. And again, that goes in the column of things that makes me want to continue doing the program. But I'm going to go to my site. You can come along with me if you want. Actually, I don't need to go to the site. I can get it from the folder. But if you want to follow along, you go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link up top for the soundboards. And then you can open the soundboards that I'm opening and play along with me. Soundboards don't fuck with your Winamp. So, we want the Kevin's Mama board. Let me open up the Kevin's Mama. Where's Kevin's Mama? Kevin's White Trash Mama was the original title, but we shortened it out of respect when she died. Okay, there's Kevin's Mama. And then we got, let's open up Gladys Ridgeford. Okay, so the phone rings, and we have...
Hello? Hello?
You know, I'm rusty. I don't know where all the sounds are to be able to do this right.
Are you calling me crazy?
Oh, my God, Jesus, I'm going to pray for you. Oh, Lord. If you're going to talk, please talk. I don't want to hear it. Hello? Hello, motherfucker. I'd like to know where my son is. Praise Satan. You want to get on that road, you want to be on the road to go to jail. Oh, what, I forgot.
I don't know. See, that's the flaw in this plan, is I don't know where all the sounds are anymore, because I haven't used those boards in so long. But if I sat down with it for a couple minutes and learned where everything was, I could put together something really funny. I'll have to do that on a program at a later date, but thank you for the idea. That's a great idea. Anyway, let's see what everybody else is saying. Neo said some stuff to me that I cannot repeat. Monkey Phone Drew says, how do you hack an answering machine? And that's a very good question. It's very simple. You see, the way it goes is answering machines come from the factory with preset passcodes. You know, remote passcodes where you call from someplace else and you dial in the code, you listen to your messages and stuff like that. And most people aren't bright enough to change it from the factory defaults. So if you hit pound and then 000-111-010-123, you'd be surprised how many times you'll actually, maybe even accidentally, hit the correct combination of numbers and get into somebody's answering machine. So I was able to do it 3 times within 2.5 hours on New Year's Eve. God damn. I impress myself sometimes.
Hello?
How you doing?
Who's this?
Is this our chicken?
Yes.
How you doing?
Fine.
Can you hear me okay?
Who's this?
You don't remember me, old man?
Who is this?
My penis was in your wife's ass last night. You don't remember me? I think I'll go over. How you doing?
Who is this?
Is this our chicken?
Yes.
How you doing?
Fine. Who is this?
My penis was in your wife's ass last night. How you doing?
I don't. Who? I still don't know who you're talking to.
I dug up your wife and I had myself some necrophilia.
And we call the same guy back, so this is part 2.
Hello?
Hello! Why'd you hang up on me, you bastard?
Who is this?
What? I told you! I dug up your wife and had anal sex with her last night. Who the hell do you think it is?
You're a fucking jerk.
I'm not a fucking jerk. You're a fucking jerk, you turd.
Anyway, there is some stuff we need to talk about. Some internet radio drama. Dum, dum, dum. Do I have internet radio drama music that I can play in the background? Oh, that doesn't seem appropriate. SW Rebel says, you are playing all fucked up. Is my audio fucked up on DEF CON? Let me know, peeps. I've been out of the loop because I haven't been online that much in the past few days, so I haven't had contact with people. So if things have changed, I might not know about it yet. Warning, drama in the world of internet radio. It was announced this week from Joe, the owner of WBRN, the Wild Bunch Radio Network, that they best pay up or get lost, and nobody wants to pay. So you do the math. That's right. Wild Bunch, as we know it, is most likely going down. It's a sad thing. because they really do fill a niche that is very important, I feel. They fill the niche for people who are interested in dabbling in internet radio but don't know if they like it yet, or they don't have the money, and they want some place to go and do it for free. And it's great that a place like Wild Bunch Radio exists so that people who want to can go do that. Every one of you listening, if you wanted to, you could contact VForge32 on AIM, and you could have your own show on Wild Bunch Radio Network. Oh, actually, no, maybe it's Venison 88. Actually, yeah, I think it's Venison. You could contact the people at wildbunchradio.com, and you could get on the air for free. For free! You don't gotta pay shit. All you gotta have is a fucking headset and decent upload, because they do broadcast in 56K MP3 Pro stereo. And they have a music license, so you can play music, but you shouldn't rely on music too much. Too many people rely on the music too much. Music is good to emphasize your point every here and there when you need to take a break or something, but you shouldn't rely on it too much. But it's a great thing, and it's going to die if you people don't help save it, and it might already be too late. This is the first time we've been on the air since Christmas. Well, if you don't count my Psycho Bible show. DJ Freak says Wild Bunch is not going down. It is changing servers as in physical location, not sure where. Well, this takes the burden off of Joe. He still helps pay, but it's also paid for by the owner of the new physical server. Rebel says I sound like a chipmunk. I don't know what that means. Am I really high-pitched? Let me take a sip of beer here, and we're going to get back into the prank calls. Let me see who we can get in here, or maybe I want to be alone for a while. I want to be alone. Mobile says, is there any place to download your CD for free? Ha! Ha! You bastards. I'm going to sell you the CD for $5 fucking bucks. You want to know where you can download it for free? It's going to cost me like $1 or something to mail it to you. So I'm basically not making shit off it after you count the price of the labels and the ink in the CD. You bastards. Let's see. Jeram says, I can't believe someone has actually named this William Poop. I'd kill myself if I had that name. How can you be so civil and also so crazy and random and strange? Well, that's just me. That's why I do interesting radio, because I have an interesting, multifaceted, and multi-flawed personality. But I'm a decent person at heart. Could you play our call Want to Trade, please? Says Super Drew. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to play Super Drew's. Let me navigate to that file. I'm going to play Super Drew's prank call because I want to chug this beer in a hurry, and you guys don't want to hear me do that, do you?
Like you fucking me? Sweet girl. Hello, is this Wendy's? What is that? What was that?
Wendy's actually can stop you.
Hello, is this Wendy's?
Yes, Wendy's.
You making fun of my voice just because I'm a young single male?
I got all night. Want to play around?
Look at my vagina. I have 2 penises. 5 vaginas.
I got a pussy for you. You want one?
I'll trade you 4 penises for 11 pussies.
I'll trade you 4 pussies for 1 day.
Sounds like a fair trade. Have you heard of the Golgatron?
You want to do that?
What? My address is like 636 West.
6969 South Eat My Ass Street.
How do you eat an ass?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that would help the person if you ate their ass.
Damn.
I mean, like, I'm gonna take a big bite out of your ass. It probably wouldn't taste that good. Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking in a very nice voice.
I love you.
I'm trying to get my text stuff. You want to do that for me?
Yeah.
I'm a little boy, and my name is Rhonda.
Your name's little boy? You're a little boy? Your name Rhonda?
Yes, I'm young.
Little boy named Rhonda? Damn, you fucked up.
You seem very urban.
I'm very nice.
I mean urban. You seem very urban. I'm very not urban. I am from the South, and I'm a young Southern boy.
How old are you?
What?
Like little boys?
I'm like 27.
You like little boys?
Yeah, I am a little boy, and my name is Rhonda.
Want to fuck a little boy in the ass?
Whoa.
You like fucking little boys in the ass?
Yes, I do.
You had fun doing that?
11 times.
11 times? You got a little brother, you fuck him in the ass too?
Sure.
Yeah, you have fun doing that, don't you?
Oh,
What happens when
definitely.
your mom walks in?
I love sodomy.
You let your mom suck your dick too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fun.
I told you I'm a girl.
Uh-huh.
I don't have one of those. I have 4 of those and 2 vaginas.
You got 4 dicks and 2 vaginas?
And 1 nut. 1
And
nut.
1 nut?
Yeah.
Damn, you only got 1 nut?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
And I have 40 placentas.
Mm-hmm.
And 1,000 hymens.
Damn, that's messed up.
You're messed up, you urban boy.
Mm-hmm.
You're acting all urban. I bet you why.
Thank you, I just kept you on the phone long enough for that.
My parents
Appreciate your
are,
number. Have a good night.
my parents are cousins.
And we're back, and that was great, Monkey Phone. That's a great prank call from Monkey Phone called Want to Trade. I'll trade you 1 dick for 4 vaginas, or vice versa, however it goes. Anyway, bravo, Monkey Phone. Keep at it. You're getting better. That's awesome. Kick ass. Manic says the WBRN website is totally down, and I'm not going to confirm that, but he says wildbunchradio.com is down, so I guess I feel stupid. Don't I feel stupid for plugging them? Well.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
are you the guy I was talking to on Yahoo Chat?
Wait, what?
Your name was Hotboy1990?
David.
Hey,
Hey.
how you doing?
Good.
Now who am I talking to? Are you Matt or Mark?
No, Mark.
Mark, how you doing, man?
Good.
Who else is on the line?
Nobody?
Okay, I thought I heard some open air, if you will. You feel like doing a prank call tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got for you. Let's go back to Neo's numbers here. We got Tomoko Hoso, and I'll be right back. Fuck. Mark?
Yeah?
I'm an idiot again. Guess what?
What?
I only have the 1 phone card which I used to call you.
Oh.
So we can't do prank calls together unless you can dial out.
I can dial out.
No, don't you have like a $500 phone bill?
That's on my cell phone. That's my house phone.
You don't get yourself in any more trouble. How are you going to tell your parents you have a $529 cell phone bill?
I took it.
What do you mean? Yeah, but they're gonna keep getting. It's not like you can get out of them not paying.
Well, what's the worst that could happen? I'll get my phone taken away, and I'll be grounded for like a week.
Well, don't get yourself in any more trouble on our stupid account, right?
Huh?
Don't get into any more trouble on our account, right?
Alright.
So you know what you do? You tell your parents that you met a girl that you really like online, and you've been talking to her a lot. On the bill, does it give you like an itemized list of the numbers that you called?
Yeah, but I'll just take it out.
They're gonna figure you. People are gonna start calling the house eventually and shit if you don't tell your parents about it, you know.
I was thinking about putting it back late tonight in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're gonna know that you took the detail out, right?
Well,
they're gonna know it was opened. How did you open the letter?
I ripped it in half.
Oh, dude, I think you're gonna have to take a hit. You're gonna have to go to your parents and explain to them what's up and hope that they're calm about it.
Well, I don't really care.
Well, you gotta care. That's a lot of money. Your parents have every right to be mad at you, but...
Dude, I can't hear you.
That's a lot of money, so your parents have every right to be mad at you.
Dude, I don't hear you.
You can't hear me at all? Or are you just saying that you don't want to hear?
Huh?
You can't hear me?
Get off the phone, man.
Vagina. I told you I heard some open air.
Yeah.
So you guys are brothers, right?
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
14.
You're both 14?
Yeah.
Are you twins?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you look alike and everything?
Wait, what?
You look alike?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like the same height and weight and everything?
He's fatter and he's taller.
He's taller and fatter?
Yeah.
So you're not identical twins?
Well, we're identical twins, but he
eats too much?
More. Yeah.
Okay, so how are you guys going to break it to your parents that you have a $500 cell phone bill?
I'm just going to tell her.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Just say, I know you're going to be mad at me, and I really screwed up this time.
Oh, and I bought her favorite perfume, so...
Oh, look at this. You're softening the blow with perfume. You learn quick.
Yeah.
You're a smart kid. Well, is there anything you want to say before we go? Because I'm not going to be able to make prank calls with you.
No.
Okay, well, it was nice talking to you, and keep up with the... Well, I'm not going to say keep up with the prank calls, because you got a $500 phone bill because of it.
I'll just use my sister's phone.
What cost... Were you calling long-distance calls or something?
I did like 5 long-distance calls. I don't know.
For how long, though?
For like a minute.
So how does it add up to $500?
Get off the phone, Matt. Okay.
Matt can be on if he wants.
Well, he just gets on and says vagina.
Well, that's contributing somehow. Yeah. So how does he get up to $500? If you look at the itemized list, what is everything at? How many pages is it?
Wait, 4.
That's it?
And I'm more handsome.
He's more handsome.
No, he's got pimples.
Everybody's got pimples at 14.
No, he's got a lot.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm not here to start a fight between the brothers. I'm going to let you guys go.
Alright.
You guys are to lay off the phone, though.
Okay.
Buy phone cards. Your parents give you an allowance, go buy a phone card and do it on those so it's not going to show up on the phone bill. And do it from the house phone, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my advice.
Alright.
Peace out, bro.
See ya.
And that was Mark and Matt from Monkey Phone. Monkey-phone.tk is their website if you would like to go and check it out. But you can also go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link for hosted pranks. And you'll find a page with a bunch of Monkey Phone prank calls on it, including the one that we listened to called Wanna Trade not too long ago. Anyway, I'm going to take a sip of beer here. Anyway, here's another one of those New Year's Eve prank calls, and this is one of the ones where I was able to hack into their answering machine. You can hear how quick I got in. I didn't edit anything out. This is how quick I got into the machine.
Hello, we are not available now. Name and phone number. 5 new messages.
Siri, just wanted to double check that the plan was still in place. Let me know if it isn't, okay? No problem if it isn't, I understand. Thanks, bye.
Friday, 11.
You know, that was like underground subterfuge. I just want to know if the plan is still in place, and if it's not, that's okay. Whatever. What was it?
A.M.
111.
Hi, this is Kateri. My mom and I weren't sure when we were going to come, but we were going to come at 1, and maybe we were going to stop at Subway on our way there.
That's great.
But I don't know.
We're laughing at your messages, lady.
We'll be there at 1, I guess. Yeah, we'll try to call your cell phone, okay? Bye.
Friday, 12:21 p.m.
What do you mean you're not available?
Friday, 4:20 p.m.
Hi, Happy New Year, everybody. I guess you all went to Long Island. I hope you get there safe. I'll talk to you.
Can you do an impression of her and leave a message?
Bye.
Yeah. Friday, 7:48 p.m.
Jonas, this is Ann Echo. I just want to wish you and your family a very happy, healthy, more prosperous New Year.
Sound like
no
Joyce?
problems. Bye.
Call Joyce and say, how's my babies?
Friday, 9:08 p.m. End of final message.
Let's hear the menu and see what we can do now.
Press 1 to back all messages. Press 2 for other functions. Press 1 to play back new messages. Press 2. Press 1 to record your message. Press 2 for press 1 to erase all messages. No messages. Press 1 to play back. Press 1 to play back new. Press
That's what I'm going for now.
to record your message. Press 1 to erase all. Press 1 to play back all messages.
Oh, you
Press
can't do it
1
from here.
to play back new.
Yeah, leave a message.
Press 2. Press 1 to record your message. Please leave your message.
Hi. Hi, we can't make it this phone right now because I've got a really big cock in my ass because it's New Year's and hi. Pick up the phone.
And we're back. And that was another one of those late night New Year's Eve prank calls. The best time, the best day, the best time to make prank calls is, of course, after midnight on New Year's Eve, because everybody's expecting family and friends to call and wish them a happy New Year, and it's the only time you're not going to have them griping about how late you're calling, you know. And everybody answers their phone because they're expecting friends and family. And usually they're happy and cheerful and a lot of times drunk, which is even more fun. Well, they're happy and cheerful for a little while anyway, until after you talk to them for a little bit. Mr. Peeper says the cell phone number that DJ Glowworm gave you is a bunch of thugs, or wannabe thugs. He had me call them earlier. They're crazy black kids. I've sort of had the piss taken out of me because I just realized that I didn't have my encoder set up to record the show so far tonight. Let me check the other one. Damn it, so I missed like the first 2 hours of the show. The one that had all the funny prank calls in it. God damn it. I hate it when that fucking happens. That's what happens when I'm rushing around trying to do a million things. I get out of work at 5, I have enough time to come home and change before I have to go and leave again to go to what's supposed to be dinner. Instead we go to a China buffet where everything is gross and icky. Fucking teeny tiny little... I don't eat seafood. Because seafood to me looks like bugs. Except for fish, of course, but I don't like fish. I like tuna and fish sticks, and that's about it. That's the limit of my culinary edification. And ironically, I'm a chef. I make this shit all the time, but I can't stand the smell of fish when you cook it. I can't stand the smell of it when it's raw. I can't stand the texture of it. I hate it. So, of course, you go into an Oriental buffet, and everything is like seafood, where if you eat it, you probably get some kind of puking diarrhea sickness for 24 hours. I'm hunting through the thing, trying to find something I can eat. The rice, okay, I can eat the rice. I eat the rice, it tastes like fucking ground up cardboard. I can try the steak. Okay, I like beef. I can try the steak. I'll try to hope that the sauce, the wacky ass sauce that's on it isn't too gross. So I eat the steak, and it's not steak. It's like lumps of fat cut off of steak and thrown in there, and they're all shit stained brown from that wacky ass sauce they have in there. So you can't tell it's like fat until you bite into it, and then you can't politely spit it out on your plate when you're eating at a buffet. You have to swallow a glob of fat. Lovely. And chicken. Lovely chicken. I don't like chicken skin. Well, partly because that's where all the fat is. Partly because it's gross. And the chicken was like half cooked with like the skin still hanging on it. Ugh. The only thing I could eat there was fruit. So I had a dinner of fruit tonight. That's probably why I'm so drunk after having only 4 beers here. I'm already drunk. Pardon me while I stop for a moment to break up an impending cat fight. You mind your own business. And you stop being an aggressive little bitch. Now the cats are in line. The male is trying to snuggle up to the female, and she's like pouncing on him and biting him and scratching him for no reason, because she's a passive-aggressive little bitch. Pardon me, you caught me in the middle of exhaling my hit there. Like I said earlier, I was talking a little bit a couple weeks ago on Psychobabble. For those of you who don't know, and most of you don't, Psychobabble was a show that I did on Wild Bunch Radio every Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it was basically a music program, but I would get on there and I would rant and ramble. And on the show 2 weeks ago, I talked a lot about, well, I basically said, flat out, that I'm going to come on the air tonight and announce that I'm going on hiatus. And I'm retracting that statement. I've thought about it a lot. Actually, it's the sort of thing that I think about all the time, pretty much. I'm constantly asking myself why I do this. Why do I put myself in harm's way? Why do I put myself in jeopardy? And what it came down to is basically the reason why I'm always thinking about not doing it is because there's a lot of things that I don't like that happen during the program. And there's a lot of things that I do like. And after weighing them both, like, back and forth, I finally came to my senses and realized I wasn't enjoying the show for various reasons. And all I have to do is work on changing those things so that I can once again enjoy doing the show. So, number 1 at the top of the list is not feeling pressured to make prank calls. If you guys want to listen just to hear the prank calls, just go to the website. You can listen to all the prank calls you want. So henceforth, I'm not going to allow myself to feel pressure to make prank calls. If I feel like making prank calls, I'll make prank calls. If I don't feel like making prank calls, I can still be interesting for 3 hours without doing a single live prank call. And if that's all you want to hear, I don't want to hear anyway, because you're not the person I'm aiming to entertain. The people I want to entertain are the people who click with me and my personality style and my sense of humor. I want to be surrounded I want to be surrounded by a family of friends. I don't want to be surrounded by a family of fair weather friends and people who are only around because they like the spontaneity of prank calls. Of course, prank calls are great, but I don't always feel like doing them. It just so happens that I did feel like doing them earlier tonight, and we did a bunch of great ones. And I started thinking about all the things that bother me about doing the show and all the things that I like about doing the show, and I actually started like putting together like a mental list and putting things in columns, like I was talking about columns before. And I'm trying to think of the things that were in the don't want to do the show anymore column. And that's where the haters go. People who come around to pick trouble. People who, just for some reason or other, sometimes I don't even know why, have a wild hair up their ass and just decide that they don't like me. Another thing is, as we get bigger, the people who've been listening for a long time, because the show has been on for over 2 years now, so we have people who've been listening for over 2 years, and not so much the old-timers, but a lot of the people who've come along the way get a little resentful when new people come in, and they get a little intolerant, and it's almost like people are resistant to growth of the community, you know. So that's one of the things that goes into the negative column. Another one of the big things is, well, obviously people who call and want to fuck with me during the show, you know. If you call with a blocked number, I'm not going to talk to you, so don't bother calling. You're not going to be on the air. If anything, I'll mute the mic and hang up on you. another thing was, see, I'm walking a fine line here, because everybody expects me to be a nice person. But I'm not always a nice person. Not everybody is a nice person. Nobody is a nice person 100% of the time. And sometimes you have something negative to say. That doesn't mean that you don't like the person that you're saying it about, or that you're a bad person or a negative person. So let me just, with that said, let me just go ahead and say that another one of the problems is boring people with nothing to contribute to the program who insist on calling into the program. And I'm not naming names, and if anybody wants to ask me, were you talking about me, I'll deny to the grave, because it's just not worth the headache. If you're boring, you know who you are. And that's one of the problems, is too many people have the phone number to call in during the show, and they want to call up, and they say hi, and then dead silence. Like, somebody called a couple weeks ago, and I actually played crickets behind them. I played the fucking cricket sound effects behind them, because, you know, if you don't have anything to say, if you only want to get off on the sound of your own voice, do it on your own time, you know? If you want to talk to me, that's fine, but during the show is not the time to have a personal conversation. If you're calling in during the show, it's because you have something to contribute, something to say, a topic to talk about, something to be entertaining with, you know? Because a lot of times I'm on the phone with these people and I was like, ugh, you're boring and I want to hang up on you, but I can't because then everybody bitches that I'm a mean, evil, awful person. So fuck it, I don't care if people think I'm a mean, evil, awful person. I don't give a shit. Because I'm going to get the show back to the point where I enjoy doing it again, whether it kills me. And the reason why I'm doing it is otherwise it's going to stop. So it's for the general good of everybody, I suppose. And again, I gotta pee really bad. One of these days I'm gonna bring a jug over to the desk with me before I start doing the show, like an empty Sunny Delight jug or something. And I'm gonna piss into it on the air, so all you guys, I can take all you guys with me whilst I pee. Great. Now somebody's gonna grab that idea and they're gonna bring the microphone with them when they pee. Pretend like they came up with it. Anyway, let's call somebody.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? Mary, this is Mrs. Rosa. Mary, how are you doing? This is Jill.
Who?
Jill, you know me, the lady with the throat cancer.
Who are you?
I'm the lady with the throat cancer.
I don't know you.
Listen, I just finished my fruit cake.
Man, we're gonna have to call back as Edgar.
Why'd you hang up on my wife?
Hello?
Okay, Mary doesn't want to play tonight. She just picked up and hung right up. Angry, impatient old bitch. You think you should be so lonely you should be happy to have at least someone to talk to, even if it is a stupid ass like me. Let's try somebody else.
Hello?
Hello, Doris. How are you doing, dear?
Who's this?
Happy New Year. It's Jill. I'm sorry I'm calling.
Damn it! Nobody wants to play. How many times have you called these poor people already? Jerem says, do you ever feel like not making prank calls, like you aren't inspired? Yes, that's exactly the point. Because I know that when I'm not inspired to do prank calls, then if I try, they're not going to be funny. So it's not worth even trying. I'm basically searching for people with strange last names, but I found some guy named Mike Condom. Well, welcome to the fold, Jerem, but if you could confirm the number, that would be great. It helps make the show better. That's another one of those things that I had to institute with the program a couple months back, just so that I would enjoy it better, and well, everybody else enjoys it better too. Our contest is called "I'm Only Going to Throw It Away." That's the name of our contest, so don't complain about the prize, because I know the prize sucks. we're giving away a used DVD of White Chicks because I received it from Keith's stepmother tonight, and I'm going to watch it, and then I'm sure I won't want to keep it, and I'll send it to you when I'm done. So if anybody wants to win a used copy of White Chicks on DVD, I'll have to come up with a good contest question for you. What is the name of, Oh, I thought of a really tough one. I'm really going to stump you guys tonight, I hope. I'm going to the chat room, so if anybody wants to play, you're going to have to be there so that you can type in your response. Don't aim me your response, and don't do it in a private message. Do it in the main chat room, because that's where I'm going to be watching, and I can scroll up and see who got it first, got the right answer first. What is the name? Well, let me give you the chat room information so you can get there. Go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link for the chat room if you want to use Java. Or if you're an IRC user, go to irc.centralchat.net, and the room is KDK. You can join us in there. And here's what we're looking for. The contest question is this, and then I'm going to play a song because I really got to piss like a fucking racehorse. What is the name of Zachary B. from collegesucks.org? What is the name of his only female character? I'm keeping an eye on the chat room. Everybody put your thinking suits on. I'm going to go take a piss, and I'll be right back to announce the winner. And we're back. And we have a winner for the contest. It looks like the winner this week is Mr. Peepers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm scrolling up through the chat room, and the first person to say the right answer, which was Miranda, of course, from Miranda and Joe's Phone Audition. A classic prank call that you can find at kdkprankcalls.com. Mr. Peepers got the right answer, so Mr. Peepers, you know I love you already for contributing so many numbers to the program every week, and this is but a small way to pay you back for all your generosity and participation over the past year or so. So email me at kdk@kdkprankcalls.com, your address, and I will mail you a copy of White Chicks. And hopefully you enjoy it. It's the unrated, uncut version, so hopefully that means there's extra tits and ass in it or something like that. Lovely. Wonderful. Brampton says Jessica is my drag name. Okay. Anybody hear the KDK call Mary is my drag name? Now, remember I said something that I wasn't going to call Joram's number for Mike Condom because it wasn't confirmed? He says, I just called the condom guy. His number has been disconnected. I'll remember to check from now on. Great. See, that's why the show runs more smoothly when I do that. I'm not doing it to be a prick. I'm just doing it because I have a better time and you have a better time. Right? You as a collective. The collective. Assimilate to KDK. Oof. Oof. Oh shit, it's fucking 12:47 already. Where the fuck does the time go? Damn. Shit. In that case, I need to do this. I've been scouring the internet like I want to do, like I always do, looking for new prank calls from new people that you guys might enjoy. And I found some. This is from a new prank caller. You guys have not heard this call yet, I'll guarantee you. It's from somebody called Zachary Khan, and he calls it Downtown Train, and I'll be right back.
Hello. Hi. I was wondering if you could check if you have something for me, which would just be super.
Say it again?
I'm wondering if you have a certain record, and I need you to check for me. If you have it, that would be super.
Certain record?
Yeah. Downtown Train by Rod Stewart on CD or record, whichever you have.
I don't have no CD, no record, brother.
You have it on record, you say?
I don't have no CD, no record. This is a grocery store, you call it.
A grocery store?
Yeah.
Why would you be selling Rod Stewart records?
I don't sell none. That's why I told you I don't have none of those. I have grocery and sandwiches.
Will the records be coming back in stock or no?
What kind of record are you talking about, bro?
Rod Stewart. Will I see you tonight? That one. On a downtown train. You know the song. I'm looking for it on record.
I don't know tapes.
I love it. I know. Sir, I understand. I'm just wondering if the records are going to get back in stock. Will I see you tonight? Do you expect them back in by January, February? Let me know. I'll call you.
What kind of tape? Regular tape?
Well, originally I wanted a CD, a compact disc, but I could go with a record or a tape if I must. I mean, you know, gotta have the Stewart. Would you have the tapes?
I have nothing. No music. I have a couple of Arabian tapes.
Arabian tape? I don't think Rod Stewart ever did an Arabian album, did he?
That's all I have.
You have the Rod Stewart Arabian album?
Sir, stop driving me crazy, man. I don't have no tapes. I don't sell no CDs. I don't sell nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. If you want something else, call somebody else.
Well, I thank you very much. You don't have do you sell copy machines?
No.
Do you sell shoes?
I don't sell nothing.
I thought this was a grocery.
It's a grocery. We sell groceries and sandwiches and beers.
Where I'm from, the grocery sells everything, from lettuce to cars.
Well, let's see your groceries.
Will I see you tonight?
You have a good day.
All right.
Hello? What's the matter, Missy? I'm drunk. No more drinking. Well, honest to God, you can't believe what you're sounding like.
I have a penis.
You go to sleep.
I'm gonna drink all night.
No, don't drink anymore, please. No more, please. Don't. Just go to sleep. What's the matter with you?
I'm gonna drink all night. I'm gonna drink all night.
Why?
Because it's great.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe you're talking like this.
Oh, it's the best time of my life.
Oh, Jesus. What are you on?
Everything.
What?
Everything.
You're going to kill yourself.
Oh, my penis.
Oh, don't talk like this to me.
Do you want to touch my penis?
Oh, Missy, go to sleep.
No. You go to sleep. I have a penis.
Oh, God, go to sleep.
No.
Yes.
Hello?
Please, Missy, go to bed. Don't do this.
Tonight.
Huh?
I met all these guys, and they gave me marijuana, and I
can't understand.
All of them. I took them.
What?
I sucked them.
Oh, go to sleep.
No, their penises worried me, and it was good.
Oh, Jesus. Missy, what's the matter with you? Do you want to call an ambulance?
No. I want to get fucked some more.
Go to sleep.
I'm gonna fuck. Fuck.
Please go to sleep.
No.
Please.
No.
Don't do this to me.
But I love it.
No, you don't love it. You're sick.
I want to fuck.
You're sick, Missy.
Teach me how to fuck.
God almighty, I can't believe you're doing this. Go to sleep, please.
I'm pretty sure... Oh.
Hello, we are not available. Please leave your phone number after. We will repeat. It's Wang and Dave Jeffrey about life insurance.
I did it again. That's fucking amazing tonight. I'm like on a total roll.
Give me a call. Got an appointment to come by and look at what's going on. 860-384-9379.
Look, clearly got a problem with your brownie stones.
860-384-9379. Thanks. Bye-bye. And on. Final message. Remaining recording time is 16 minutes, 25 seconds. Press 1 to play back all messages. Press 2 for other functions. Press 1 to play back new. Press 1 to record your message. Press 1 to erase all messages. Press 1 to record your greeting.
That's it. You ready?
For other functions. Press 7 to record your greeting. Press 9 to end recording. Record greeting after the 8.
Happy New Year! On the floor. Oh, not again. Maureen, get me off the floor.
Hey, we came over for a little wang, and we're spending the night. It's New Year's. Woo!
I want to hear that now.
Happy New Year! On the floor. Oh, not again. Maureen, get me off the floor. Hey, we came over for a little wang, and we're spending the night. It's New Year's. Woo!
And we're back, and that was another one of the hackings I was able to do on New Year's Eve, and that's something we all learned from tonight's program. We learned how to hack some answer machines. Of course, it doesn't work all the time. It works with certain answer machines, but it works a lot of the time. I did it 3 times within 2 hours and 15 minutes, so goddamn, that's pretty damn impressive. Go me. Oh, man. Anyway, it's time for me to go, but you guys are instructed by me to stay tuned, because coming on after me is Ted with 404 Not Found and more live prank calls. So any numbers that you sent in to me, go ahead and send them on in to Ted as well, and maybe he can help you out there. So, as far as I know, I spoke to Ted yesterday, and he said he was going to do the show tonight, so I'm looking forward to listening to the show tonight and kicking back and enjoying a couple of brews while I listen to somebody else be on the spot and trying to pull internet radio out of their ass for once. Anyway, don't forget to tune in again next week, because as you realize, I didn't even play half of the brand spanking new KDK reunion prank calls ever done this past New Year's Eve. You haven't even heard the half of it yet. So, don't forget to tune in again next week, and I'll play more of them, along with more prank calls from Zachary Khan and the other guy, the Rab guy that I didn't get to. Well, you can't get everything right. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Don't forget to tune in again next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on DEF CON Radio and PCU Radio. Until then, stay beautiful. Stay just the way you are, just the way we like you.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way.